Alright, so I just wanted to do this, go over a couple of those things that I was trying to tell you last night. Maybe it'll help clarify a couple of things I said, make a little more sense, because I'm not sure if I made much sense to you last night. First time really trying to teach you anything. But yeah, biggest thing, work on getting your fingers to move. Remember that, well, it's not a scale, but that scale I showed you, just play it down. Go back up, whatever. You can mess with it. You don't even have to play it in that order. I mean, if you want, you can jump strings, go back up, do whatever you want. I mean, for now, you'll probably just want to keep going down and back up just to get used to getting your fingers moving. And another thing, I don't know if you know much, but when you're going, after you hit the third string and you're going to go down to hit the first one, go ahead and move your ring finger down to the next string. So it's like this. Go. And then move that down while you're strumming so that this one's just ready to hit. Because, I mean, it doesn't matter where your fingers are if you're not going to strum that string. If you can hold it down all you want, and it's not going to mess up what you're playing if you're just strumming string by string like that. Another thing, just keep working on those chords. Your A minor to the C to the E. I think you remember the chord or the fingers on that. And what I noticed with you last night, I can't really do it. I think your fingers are probably a lot skinnier than mine, but I try to hold your fingers together as close as you can. Like on your A minor, your ring finger and your middle finger, they're both on the second fret, right? So you want to keep them, I keep them touching. If you can do that, it's going to help you. It's going to help because your fingers are going to be used to getting close together for the chords. And I mean, right now it's not big, but with bar chords and then like your G that you're going to have to learn, your fingers pretty much all have them together. And I mean, you saw where you have to hold the strings. You can't be spreading your fingers apart, otherwise it's not really going to work. And also, keep them pointed. I think that's what you were doing last night. You were muting your string right when you tried that, because listen, if you're not holding a string all the way down on the fretboard, but you're touching it with your finger, it's going to mute it, and it's going to throw everything off. Like, that's what... So, try to not, you gotta really use just the tips of your fingers. Press down as hard as you can. It's gonna hurt at first. Like, you remember I had the blisters on my fingers. It's not real pleasant, but I mean, eventually your fingers are gonna get a little harder. I mean, it's gonna be a lot easier to play. So, just remember that. Pointed fingers, keep them together as close as you can. And when you're switching chords, like when you're going from the A to the C, you're like this, right? You don't need to move all your fingers. All you need to do, lift up your ring finger, drop it down 2 strings, and hold it on the 3rd fret. So, I mean, if I had someone explain this to me when I started playing, I think it would have been easier for me. I don't know how much you know about it. That's all you got to do for that. And then the E minor, just lift it up and bring those 2 fingers down right there on those 2 strings. They're right next to each other. And just keep working on that. I mean, I don't really like the progression, the A minor, C to E minor, without something else thrown in there. Usually I do like A, C, G, and then maybe a D and an E in there, but this is going to be a lot easier for you to learn, just to train your fingers to go from string to string without having to just totally jump every single finger from C to G. Because that's how I learned how to do it, and it was kind of a bitch. But just remember that. And also, one more thing. On a lot of the diagrams you're going to see for the chords, they're going to tell you, like, only play your A, D, G, B, whatever. Don't play the bottom E string for your A minor. That really doesn't matter to me. I mean, here's your A minor without the bottom string. And then if you play it with it, if anything, I think it sounds a little better because it gives it that, that bass tone to it. It doesn't matter. I mean, as long as your fingers are in the right position for a chord, it's going to sound good just because I don't know how to explain it, music theory or something. But I don't know. I hope this helps, and I hope I can teach you how to play guitar, even though I'm sure it's going to be a little hard, considering you don't know much and I'm on the other side of the world. But I'm going to try anyway, because I want to teach you. And I love you, babe, and I hope I see you soon.